why do we have to learn mathematics, or why do we have to learn science?
Because part of mathematics is order. 2 plus 2 plus 2 makes 6. That's order, right? In sequence it must be. So mathematics, much more complicated and all that, is a series of sequences and order. Right?
Anybody know what's wrong with this tin?
I do. It doesn't finish.
It doesn't finish. Does everybody see where it doesn't finish?
Yes.
Where? Okay. Josh? Can you come up here and put in a tin at this space here?
Civil War. Remember we saw that thing, the blue and the gray?
Right.
The people, they were real ready to fight. They thought it'd be real neat. Go get those Yankees, go get those, whatever they called them.
Right.
And it seems like a lot of people would be, some people, depending on the type of person you would really be scared of war. They think it'd be neat because they don't like this person. And I remember we studied, like a lot of people realized they thought it would be real fun.
Are we
that would be real romantic.
aware of our responsibility to another? If one has a family, wife, children, are you responsible for those children? That you care, that you have love for them? Are you concerned that they become healthy, good citizens? If you have children, do you feel responsible for those children? To see that they have right education so that they won't be killed in a war. They won't become mediocre. Or you have no time at all for them. Because you have to go out and earn money as the man and the mother and the father, as they do now, and have very little time for the children. That's a fact. So where is your responsibility? Oh, you're not interested in this. So one asks, what are you interested in? I think that's a legitimate question. You can talk about love, freedom, and the beauty of the sky, but it's only outside interest. But basically, what are we interested in? That's right. You are interested in yourself, right? Which are perfectly right. Each one is interested in himself. On that, our society, culture, religion is based. Right? Each one interested in himself, his progress, his in all the rest of it. Do you, as a human being, realize that we are all one, basically? Not as an idea, but as a fact. Because when you go to India, you see the misery, the confusion, the anxiety, the despair of people running to their petty little gods whom they have created. You come to Europe, it's exactly the same thing. They have God, they have Jesus, they have Christ, they run, you follow? You come here, it's exactly the same. You understand, sir? First, to realize, not verbally, but in your heart, in your blood, in your whole thinking, that human beings right through the world go through the same agonies that one goes through. The loneliness, the despair, the depressions, the extraordinary uncertainty insecurity, whether they live 10,000 miles away or 2,000 miles or here. They're all psychologically bound together. If one realizes that profoundly in your guts, in your blood, in your heart, in your mind, then you are responsible. You've heard all this, you as a human being. Why don't you change? What prevents you? If each one of us asks that question, not verbally or merely intellectually as an entertainment, but ask that question most seriously and deeply, what's your answer? What's your answer to this problem that human beings have lived this way for millennia upon millennia? Why haven't they changed? Why haven't you, who are listening now, why haven't you changed? You know, if you don't change, what's the consequences are? You'll be nationalistic, you'll be tribal, insular, isolated, and therefore having no relationship globally, fighting, building up more and more armaments, destroy each other. Now, why don't you, if you are at all serious in this matter, why don't you ask yourself that question? Why am I, a human being, who have been through all this, why haven't I changed? What would be your answer? After all, life is one. One global unitary movement. So, in the same way, our consciousness is common to all mankind. Now, if I radically change, surely it affects the rest of the consciousness of man. Now, why don't you change?